Quickness.
That was just you guys are fucking Navy SEALs pissers, dude. That was good.
Oh yeah, man. We're on our shit.
Hoorah. We helped each other actually. It was nice
That's
seeing.
pretty gay.
Yeah, it was a collaborative effort, I'd say.
Collaborative P. I like it. I like that. So, anyways, audience, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Me, Mutahar, and we've got good old our friends over here as always. You know, we got Adrian. We've got
Oh, wow.
We've got Kyle.
Wow.
We've got we've got Jordan over here. So the usual crew as always, but we added one more for the team for today. I don't know how many of you people here know Nightmare Expo, aka the guy that makes a review on the creepier sides of the internet. Is that accurate enough?
It's pretty accurate, man.
Pretty accurate.
Anything creepy, I talk about it. So.
Anything?
Pretty much.
What's your limit though? You gotta have
Did you talk
limits,
about
man.
Did you
Dark web
talk about
boxes.
Muda?
Dark web boxes? You can't fucking.
No, I can't do it because it's
It's
bullshit.
It's fucking
Did you
real.
talk
It's
about Muda
real,
King?
dude. Stop. It's real.
Is it?
Oh, yeah,
that's
you're
good
right.
material for a video. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
dude.
you-
Muda skinks. Yes, there you go.
That's why. Why
that's
about my
actually my
king?
next
It's
video.
not. No, there's no. I literally have
that's
no
actually a pretty
kings.
good one.
I have no kings, you assholes.
I
don't believe you.
Number
I
one.
don't. I actually don't have any kings. I swear.
Are you
I've-
lying?
Fortnite.
Fucking
That's it.
I believe
Fortnite, yes.
Lying. Actually, no. His kink is porn that has a story to it.
Well, okay, that's not a kink. That's wanting fucking like storylines. Can you?
Why
Okay,
would you want story in a porn?
you
dude?
guys are actually fucked up if you don't watch stories in porn. Like that defeats the whole purpose of porn. You guys have.
yourself don't believe
No.
that.
I
If you wanna
do
see
believe
another
that.
Story,
Why
I
the
want to see another story about a woman who are alien and drink semen from men and then die. Then I don't know
What the
you're looking-
fuck porn have you been watching?
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't even know
fuck.
the name
I'm
of the
not even that
Italian.
weird.
Oh, you're telling me that alien in porn? Okay, I think we're getting a little derailed.
No, we're not getting derailed. No,
Dude,
because
that got derailed so
that
fast.
got derailed.
You need a Guinness World Record for that. 'Cause
We
holy
do.
shit.
That's
Hey, how's
a.
it going? I'm Nexpo, and I make creepy videos. Oh, by the way, stories.
By the way, porn lists.
Okay, you know, to be fair, that was a world record speed run in derailing. I will give us that. We did succeed over there. World record pace. But
Add that
Yeah,
timer.
that was pretty good.
fuck, I'm not
Low
gonna
key, I got
ask.
a god complex.
I hate you guys so much sometimes. Every single day of my life brings me great displeasure, you assholes. But anyways, now that we've established that having stories in adult videos is a very plausible thing to have, go fuck yourself if you disagree.
We can
Let's
spend an hour on this subject.
suck
We
my
could.
suck my. We're not going to take half an hour talking about this. End all be all. I am right in this situation. You do not.
Wow.
You do not
Fuck
watch.
You low key got a god complex on that.
You know what? I do feel superior. I kind of consider myself a sommelier of fucking.
Wow, Muda.
I do.
Muda
I do.
dust.
It finally comes out.
It does come out. I prefer a fucking storyline in everything that I go into. I'm sorry, okay? I don't fucking go into something halfway in. It doesn't work, all right? You just can't. Any- Anyways, though, going back to the creepier side of things, disestablishing from anybody's kinks here, of course, you know. What is it? You want to give sort of a broader explanation for you? You know, I sort of realize that you're going through a bit of the rebranding phase as always. I want you to sort of give us a take of the Nightmare Expo that you put out to the world, right?
Wait, so you cut out for a second. Wait, what did you just say? Could you repeat the going to rate
Oh,
something?
I was just saying you were going through that whole, you know, sort of rebranding type deal. You know, things sort of happen
yeah.
and bringing yourself up over here. So I just wanted you to give yourself a little bit of an introduction, I guess. You know, a courtesy intro to really anybody watching over here, in case they haven't watched any of your videos.
Okay. Hello, everyone. It's me, Mutahart. Just kidding. Okay,
Fucking-
hello, everyone.
just
It's
kidding.
my
Everyone's
name's
a creep.
so. My name's Nexpo. You guys or people may know me by the name Nightmare Expo. I actually have recently rebranded to branch out to other topics in different genres.
Right.
So basically, what I started on YouTube doing with Nightmare Expo was creating, I guess, video walkthroughs and analysis videos over various like ARGs, as Muda calls them, ARGs, web series, creepy websites, Reddit posts, internet mysteries, all that sorts of stuff. If it's creepy on the internet, I pretty much am your guy to, I guess, dive into it and see if it's bullshit or if it's real. and whatnot. So yeah, I pretty much just find creepy things and talk about them. And with this rebrand and Expo, I'm allowing myself to kind of branch out to like horror gaming and talk about like Resident Evil and Silent Hill and like the, I guess, backstories on those and all that. So
not
I feel like that
just
kind of
not
stuff,
just
that's what
covering
I do.
ARGs anymore, like ARGs at this point. Like that's
Yeah.
that's still a thing.
Yeah, the thing is, doing that, it's kind of hard now to find one that I either haven't covered or that is good and unique. Because I mean, when you're starting out on YouTube, it's like, holy shit, there's so many things that I can cover. Like I can cover this, and then you go down the list, and after a year and a half, you get to the end of that list, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah,
Now what
like,
do-
at this point, what do you do? That sort of
Yeah.
happened with me and the creepypasta stuff too. Like after a while, I sort of covered everything else, and at that point, it was just like it was literally borderline fan fiction. So at that point, I'm like, it's best to branch out from this kind of stuff and leave it where it's at. You sort of still
Right.
have the community stuck in it, and I guess sort of the quality of each and every story that they cover shows. I mean, there are good ones that come from time to time, but you know, there's definitely a grand amount of fan fictions that we're coming across. So yeah, branching out is good. I want to see more of the gaming
Right.
analysis when you're talking about Resident Evil, because I've been fucking playing Resident Evil again, and no, the video that I posted today will not prove that I'm only playing Survivor or Dead Aim or the fucking Mimi Resident Evil games. I've been playing them again.
Is it a remake?
Remake of what? No, I played Resident Evil Remake. I've been playing RE1. Like, I played both of them again. So I've been playing through the mainline series just in preparation for Resident Evil 2 Remake in January, because that game looks absolutely fucking brilliant. It's gory.
Oh,
I
I
Go
can't
ahead.
wait.
yeah.
I can't wait for that, dude.
Dude,
Oh my god.
It's gory. It expands upon a fucking. It's honestly a remake that we've been wanting, and I'm glad that they've waited up till now. You know, past the PS3 era, after they made Resident Evil 7 like a really solid Resident Evil game, to touch this remake and give it the respect that it deserves. Because RE2, man, like RE2 for me is the best classic Resident Evil game. Like RE1 is a good game. It gets
without a
destroyed by remake for sure. Remake is a great Resident Evil game. 3 is, I played it again, man, and it was.
Three's Nemesis, right?
Yeah, 3 is Nemesis,
Yes.
the one where he
Okay.
chases you all the way through, and it's just, for me,
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of it. Like I skip that one as much as I can. I don't really get down with it. I don't know how you guys feel about Nemesis.
I think it's fine, but yeah, if you want me to pick one, I'll go with 2 without a doubt.
Yeah, easily 2, because 3 is literally like 2 remade with a more action skin on top of it, because you're going through the same fucking locations anyways, right? Save for an odd and end difference. It's an alright little game. Silent Hill, though, I've never touched. I don't know. Like, I know that Jordan has it. You probably have skills with it. I've never touched Silent Hill, you know, aside from...
God,
a bit.
talk about a series that breaks your heart, man.
Really?
Going from being so great to now.
Oh, fuck. Give us the play-by-play of Silent Hill, then, so I can get introduced to it and then depress myself once I get towards the end.
Play up to 3 and then stop playing. Well, 4
Yeah,
was okay.
pretty much.
4 was okay.
4 was
if
yeah,
you're-
4 was
If
decent.
you're okay with like weird changes in gameplay, because like it's all about surviving and they're covering this whole mystery about what your character did, and then 4 adds like a whole slew of different things. Like you have a first person section and you're stuck in this one room while traveling to other different areas, and people are dying, but they're dying in real life. I don't know. It's really weird to explain to Silent Hill.
It's like
I don't know
a-
how any of it tied to Silent Hills though.
It didn't.
Silent Hills was a
Because-
new game, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be its own,
Yeah.
like its own entity.
It looked
To an
great.
extent.
I know that you have the 2 juggernauts, Resident Evil and Silent Hill, at least from the start. But for me, my favorite horror franchise, is without a doubt, the Fatal Frame Project Zero series.
That is a
See,
good
I
series.
really need to play that. Like, get a ROM for it or something. Because man,
Oh, those,
I remember
those
when I
are
was
great.
little, I
Those are
wanted to
great.
play it so bad.
Use
Those
Fatal
are great.
Frame.
You can find them. Yeah,
Dude,
you can find
Fa-
them all.
yeah, no,
online.
you
can
can.
download it.
If you have PS,
The only issue with the first one is that if you want to beat it, you need to actually know a little bit of like advanced Japanese or look it up online.
I
Because
looked
the
it up
localization
online.
thing kind of dropped the ball on that. Yeah, I looked it up.
No, with Fatal Frame though, that's a great thing. Like, you haven't really touched the Fatal Frame games, Jim? You haven't like found them? You haven't like tried it for it? So you haven't gotten any Fatal Frame experience, right?
not at all.
No? Okay, so yeah, my
No.
Fatal Frame experience was interesting. I
Highly recommended.
I had
Highly recommended.
I had the PS2 demo disc for it, like way long ago, back when PSN magazine like had.
Oh
demo
wait,
discs
wait,
as a
wait, wait.
child.
Was it the demo disc with Beautiful Joe?
I don't recall.
yep.
I know that it had Fatal Frame
That's
on
the
it.
one.
It probably had
That's the
Beautiful
one.
Joe
Isn't
on
that the one that wipes your memory card?
It can, yes.
I did not know that.
It's always recommended when you play that particular disc. There were certain ones that would wipe it, certain ones wouldn't. But it was always recommended because there was no way to tell the difference. It was always recommended that you take out your memory card
Yeah.
before loading up the games.
It was a bug on the disc.
Yeah, but regardless, I played the game on it, and it was, as a kid, yeah, it's fearful because you're going through this fucking dark ass like place, and there's ghosts that pop up, and you got to Luigi's Mansion them bitches out of existence. Playing it later as an adult, though, I will say it's probably better than Resident Evil and Silent Hill, just out of a story perspective, and the gameplay is pretty solid out of Fatal Frame. You got to give those a shot. For me, I just loaded up Silent Hill 2 because I skipped through 1. I played halfway of 1, and then I was like, do I really want to start it again? So I went into Silent Hill 2, and like an hour into it, it's all right. I'm going through as much as I can. It's easier than I would have expected, to be honest with you. I thought it was going to be a harder survival horror game, but I'm pleasantly... I don't know if it's playing games over and over, like after so long and getting used to certain mechanics, but Silent Hill 2 is an easier romp than I would have honestly expected. Good game, though. Pretty solid game so far.
Silent Hill 2 is where it shows a little bit more of its color.
Yeah.
And then Silent Hill 3 is a little bit more of the same thing, but just like better looking. And the characters are a little bit more like drawn out.
Kind of the same thing with Fatal Frame. Like one is pretty okay, but 2 is where it shines the most, and 3 is I think a little bit more spooky because you get shit thrown into your world, but pretty much has the same kind of progression.
Spook.
Yeah, Fatal Frame 2, from what I know, is like the big Fatal Frame game that was, Fatal Frame 2 is like considered to be the best in the entire franchise. But I wanted to ask you a question that I think only you really know, and I wanted more explanation on this, because 3 weeks ago I watched a video on your channel, Nexpo, and it was about Krana Grisbo TV.
Oh,
now,
boy.
Your thumbnail game is on fucking point, let me tell you, because... Usually, you have the thumbnails on YouTube that are blatantly clickbait, and then you have these ones where it's like, no, it's not clickbait because it's part of the video, but yeah, the bitch is scary. For those of you who don't have a reference, I'll put it up on the screen. It's kind of nightmare fuel. Can you give me like sort of an extended view from you on it? Because I don't think the 20-minute video you made absolutely gives it any like justice that it deserves, because the actual thing within it is just...
Okay, so which video are you talking about? Because I've made 2.
I've watched your new theory and the original one, yes, on Grisbo TV.
So, I'm not good at pronouncing Polish, and I kind of butcher it in my videos. But Victor Strabog has created this series, and it's basically set in, I want to say, like Cold War era. And there's so many theories on this that it is just insane. It's almost kind of like a Petscop, where you can literally take any snippet of these videos and just make a theory about it. But basically, I made an original analysis on this video and like kind of did a walkthrough of every episode and stuff at face value, like showing everyone who this girl is. It follows a girl named Agatha who's in some crazy children's show, old-timey looking place, and she has this friend named Maggie the squirrel, and they basically talk and have all these weird adventures. Then the videos just devolve from them being in front of the camera showing you how to do something to just random shit, just random shots of like a bomb going off, and then a map, and then just ovaries, and then cows, and just weird shit, man. And it just kind of leaves me scratching my head when I'm like looking at it at face value, like, what the hell is this? So going through it, there were a lot of theories that I had found from various like websites and stuff. Like people thought it was about war because there were shots of bombs going off. People thought it was about the girl getting raped because there were shots of like a knife going into an apple and stuff. And basically, I kind of just relayed those theories to everyone in that video. But in this new episode that came out, I think it was in August, I believe, August or September, it really kind of tied everything together for me, because it I don't know. It kind of like it really made me take a second look at this series and at it with a different type of eye because I've grown a lot since I made that first video.
Yeah.
Basically, what I really think it's about, personally, are the 7 deadly sins, like you saw in the
Right.
video.
Yeah. The 7 deadly sins. You were giving the examples
Mhm.
of gluttony,
There are
lust.
blatant references to all of them in the series, and I really do think that she's stuck in some like purgatory between heaven and hell. And I mean, there are references literally to a purgatory, and there are references biblically as well. So I don't know, man. The creator has come out saying that basically the series is about what you make of it, and really you could spin it any way you want, but I mean that's just the way I saw it. And I don't know, I think I made that clear in the video too, like this is how I personally see it. So
No, I feel
it's not definitive by any means.
there's like a thing to a lot of those, like, because I watched that and I watched the Local 58 and a bunch of other videos from a bunch of other creators too that were looking at a lot of these video series that are like made in these like 90s. You're shot in like some crappy studio level quality, and I just get so enamored by. I know it's gonna sound funny, but like I get enamored by like the way that they're shot, just like the video quality, that dingy look on it. I think that's to me the creepiest fucking part about any of these things, because
the thing is, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I'll add something to it after.
The thing is, you have a lot of channels that do see the big ones like Local 58, Crying Urge Above TV, and various others that do that style. And there are a lot of smaller, just now budding ARGs and web series that try to emulate that, like kind of like I can do that too sort of thing. And I've seen a lot of them. I actually get recommended so many lookalikes by like in the comment section and all that. But when I go see them, my biggest gripe about them compared to Local 58 is, I guess, the quality of the effects. So when and I say this because the thing is about Local 58 and some other ones that are like Local 58. By the way, if you look up Local 58, like I guess channels that are inspired by that, you will find an endless sea of public access YouTube channels that look just like it. But there's something about them that's off. That isn't hitting the note, I guess, like Local 58 does.
It doesn't feel authentic.
What it is that I think is the problem with those is that one of my good friends, Critical Android, he actually told me, he's a mod in my server, he told me, you have to have lived that era to emulate it accurately. And there are a lot of channels that I feel like maybe they might be made by younger, I guess, kids or teens right now that really haven't seen like a Local 58 type of channel when they were young. I haven't seen like PBS back in the day when it was, analog and like, like the effects and the fonts and really the visuals, the colors, everything has to be in sync. And like the design and everything has to be from that era. And if there's one thing that's off about it, like using VCR OSD mono font in the wrong spot, then it's just not going to hit the same way that Local 58 does. And I think that's what it does so well. Is Chris Straub is like our age, I believe, or maybe older, and he knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
he does it very well.
We all grew up like watching public access TVs, whether it be like, public access kids shows or like, fucking around with the VCR, for instance, right? And you're like, there's just something about these ARGs that I watch, and I see like the tracking is so perfect on it. The way that the fonts are placed are so well on it. The audio is a big fucking giveaway for this too, because you're watching a lot of these and you're like, the audio is so authentic to like microphones back in the day that, but when you say that things are off, right? I sort of get it in like the content more so than like the way that it's shot, because when you look at something off inside it, it's like they take these basic 90s principles of broadcasting or whatever era they're covering, and they take one tiny snippet of it and they take it off that nobody but me, you, and the people again who were living in that period know that it's off, right? So it could be something minor like the audio hiccup or audio out of place, fonts out of place. It could be those little tiny fuck ups that like keep us on edge. Like we don't pinpoint them until like we watch this thing for like the 8th or 9th time. But unless you have been in that era, of course, like you said, that's when you start to notice it, even that first time that something is off. So yeah, I totally get the idea of why it succeeds. there was a game that I played not too long ago. I think it was like a month and a half ago. Who here knows a guy named 98 DMake, by the way?
Oh yeah, it's the guy who makes the
Yeah. So
current games in PS1 format. Yeah.
yeah, 98 DMake's channel blew up a lot because he took a lot of the modern games and replicated their look, feel, style. Basically, he made like gameplay videos out of a modern day game, but as if it was made on 1998 on the PlayStation 1, right? So he would take something like Minecraft.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And his video titles are like whatever game it is.
Yeah, in 1998.
Yeah.
So like he would take
okay.
yeah, and it was the things I loved about those videos was that they were so accurate to that PS1 era. He got everything right. Like we're talking the resolutions, the frame rates on those games, the way that when you move your character around, the textures would warp on the PS1. Everything was authentic. It was like this dude went into a treasure trove, or he has some fucking magical device that he puts in modern day games, and it shits out a PS1 executable, and he just launches it. That to me, that's what it felt like. So when I played his recent, like he made a demo of a game called September 1999, a game that he's expanding on. It takes that VCR aesthetic so strongly.
It looks beautiful. It looks beautiful.
Like it is. Go ahead.
No, keep going. Sorry, I'll jump in a second.
The thing about what shocked me on it was that it was some Unity game, right? And I have when you fire up a game and you see that Unity logo and like the Unity like engine, you're like, oh fuck, it's gonna be one of those. You hit play. I went into it and for like a good like 30 seconds, I was like, is this an FMV? No. It's the actual gameplay. The guy put so much detail into creating the game world and then creating the post-process effect to make it look like we were actually watching some found footage tape. The audio worked with it. The audio was downgraded even, I noticed. It was done in a way that it felt like you were like plugging your GVC camcorder into a fucking TV or a back of a VCR and playing it through that. It was so well handled that it sent chills down my spine. It like even the 5 minutes this game blew me away more than most horror games that I've played in my life. But go ahead.
Dude, that game, man. Okay, so last week or 2 weeks ago, I went on stream, right? So I go on my channel, go on stream, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a playthrough of September 1999. I heard it's a short game, but how short can it be? Went on there and I had the same feeling you did, man. It felt like it was an FMV. I didn't feel like I was playing a game until I moved the mouse, and I was like, "Holy shit, man! This is good."
Yeah.
Anyway, I played through it, and I only got through one playthrough before jumping to another game and all that and stuff. But man, do I want more of it? Because it was so good. What was the story about though? Like, was it someone in a house, and then are they trapped there because they're being held captive and someone comes in and kills them? Or
the way that
like dumbfounded.
The way that I theorized it myself is when I played September 1999, the fact that it takes over the course of days, obviously, right? I figured, this is my theory, I figured that you're actually like the serial killer in that situation. And you piece it together because you're recording the events that go on. You're not obviously recording everything else. I feel like when you're at the very last end and you see the camera on the ground, it's when you, the character, are doing something, and that's because you lose control of the camera. Yeah,
kind of like a homemade snuff film.
Yeah, it is like a homemade snuff film, but you know, we have yet to see what he's going to do with horror games. That's one of those games. Again, it's like the whole ARG situations, right? Like if you go back to the creepypasta days, right? The biggest game for me, one of the biggest at least, with the gaming creepypastas was the Ben Majora's Mask. I don't know if you remember that one. Do you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Ben Majora's Mask.
No, everyone remembers that one. Dude.
I remember watching that whenever I thought it was real.
Yeah, see, like that's
creepypastas were real.
I remember figuring that out.
Yeah, for me, the thing that impressed me the most is exactly what ARGs do nowadays with this authentic capture, this perfect capture, because he did the same thing. Jadji Sable did the same thing with like Majora's Mask at the time. He took an actual game, and I don't know if it wasn't ROM hacked per se, but I think he game sharked a fuck ton out of it to the point where the gameplay obviously was recorded. It was from a real actual system, but he contorted it in such a way, like he was a magician with how he changed it, so that as we were watching each and every one of those uploads, we're like, this motherfucker's cartridge is possessed, like it's gone. little did we know, well, after the fact, that it was just, Game Shark stuff. I mean, everyone figured that out, whoever was technically proficient, but it's those
Right.
stories that, like, get you involved. Like, you look past it. It soaked me in first because I looked at the game story. Then I looked at his whole Moon Children arc. Like, this dude thought of an entire story to go along with this 60-minute odd recording of this one game that he was hacking up the whole time. That to me was impressive, and none of those gaming creepypastas really matched up to the Ben Majora's Mask. Like, that was, to me, like, I will consider that like a pinnacle. There were good gaming ones, sure, but like a lot of them fail to recapture what this dude did with
Sonic
with his
DXC.
story. Sonic,
Yeah.
fuck Sonic.exe.
It was
suck
like
a
the
dick.
first one, wasn't it?
It
was
yeah,
like
it was
a-
one of the first.
The first major
video
one?
game. Yeah, the first major video game. ARG.
Yeah, it took over the course of
It was-
several days. It was nice.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that for the first time. I was with a friend, and I couldn't stop watching, but at the same time, I didn't want to because I remember I was alone for like 2 weeks at home when I watched that.
Or you were
And I was like,
scared of
oh,
the fucking
fuck.
statue of Elegy
Yeah,
showing up in
dude.
your room? Fuck off.
Dude, yeah, dude, it was going to show up all with
Get
fucking
out of here.
paper mache
Get the
looking.
fuck out. And it's such a shame that, like, I made this top 10 video a long time ago. I still haven't removed it, so, by all means, you assholes, download it and hang it over my head. But there was this top 10 video I made where, like, I put that one and Sonic.exe in, like, the same fucking list of the ones that I like the most, and I regret it the hardest. Because when I look back at that aspect of my YouTube, like, fucking life, Jesus Christ, was nothing comparable to it. Like, I don't know who here read the Sonic.exe shit, but that just straight turned into a fucking meme, and it turned into a meme for a long time, and I regret every single thing of that meme to this fucking day. It was terribly bad, dude.
What was the Sonic.exe thing?
So, all right.
Let me ask.
So let me get this. You gotta. So okay, get your jets ready. Okay, strap yourself in, boys.
We're getting a vintage Muda narration here.
Strap.
Oh, God.
Vintage.
right.
This is a fine year.
All right, strap yourself in, boys. All right, and pop back a bottle of vodka or something. Get yourself in the mood. Basically,
Yeah, let me go grab it.
So Sonic.exe was, let me just I have this good set of notes on my Google Drive that is about an individual who is a Sonic the Hedgehog fan, by the way. Okay, let's make that a fucking fact, because plenty of times in the story you will get that fact known. If you didn't know this guy was a fan, he's a fan. So
Hey, is he a fan?
yeah, he's a totally big fan, dude. He loves it.
okay.
Sonic 06, best fucking game in his opinion.
Yeah, great game.
Well, of course.
So
fact, Jack.
one day he was playing like Sonic Unleashed or some shit, and he likes the fact that you can explore in it. I guess Skyrim or Oblivion or GTA 4 never showed up in his game library. That was the pinnacle. So he pauses the game and he picks up, like, he orders a copy of it, right? The CD case like comes into the mailbox, and it's for a computer. It comes with like a note, and it was from his friend Kyle, not our Kyle, but his friend Kyle.
I think it was Kyle. I think
It probably
our Kyle.
was Kyle because
It
he
had
was a
to have been Kyle
douchebag.
here.
Fuck you, Kyle, for giving him that fucking disc. But
Damn
basically,
it, Kyle.
but Kyle tells him, you got to destroy this disc because he will come after him, and he's too fast. Fucking Henry. So our main character doesn't destroy the fucking disc. He plays the game, and it's like one disc that has Sonic.exe written in like black marker. Yeah, it's that bad. He puts the disc in his computer, and everything that can go wrong or demonic with the game happens. Like, he loads it up. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. It's just Sonic, like, it's Sega 666 that made the fucking game. The water was blood red. All that retarded shit. Eyes pitch black on Sonic. All the stupid edgy crap.
Hyper-realistic.
Yeah, hyper realistic. That was a big meme from it. And
That was a super big meme.
and there was a huge like emotional attachment to every character because like Sonic was possessed and he kept killing like Tails. By the way, fuck Tails. Tails is a terrible
Well,
character. Fuck Tails.
I love how he just keeps killing Tails. Like,
Yeah,
it's not the first time he does.
Yeah, he
Stop
kills
killing
Tails.
God.
He kills Tails like 6 times. Okay, like there's a great disdain. Shadow dies. Fucking Dr. Walrus, Robotnik, whatever the fuck happened, he dies.
Oh yeah,
And
the
that's
walrus.
it. That's it. That's all that happens, dude. It's like the shittiest fucking creepypasta that I could have ever read. And-
Wait! You forgot to mention the plushie.
Oh yeah, the plushie shows up in the end and kills you. By the way, if that didn't, Sonic. I can't say it without sounding retarded. Like, I'm sorry.
Because it is. What do you want? It is retarded.
It's horribly fucking. I want you. I want to see like an April Fool video out of you one day covering this like as realistic as you can. Like that would be the fucking bee's knees for me. That would be just the worst. Not really. But yeah, that's Sonic.exe. What do you think about it? Now that
I'm looking at it right now.
You fuck you! You made me narrate this shit. Now you're gonna fucking look it up.
Yeah, no, you were narrating it, and I was like, huh. I want to get some visuals.
You need to get the full experience.
Make sure to get the version where Sonic.exe talks. Because that's the version you want to get.
Oh yeah.
There was something really funny about the way you said talks.
Talks.
It's where he talks.
My god, does this fucking ARG have I am God?
Yeah, dude, it's God. It's I am God. You're not scared? Are you not fearful?
Oh,
he's God, dude.
I forgot to be scared. Oh shit.
You don't forget to be scared. You're just not appreciative of a true horror experience. You've been watching a lot of these like crap tier ARGs when you could have been like fucking in the Sonic.exe pinnacle. Like that could have been your fucking thing.
I know, right?
So
fuck that. We got Sonic.exe, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Is this where the binary and I am God binary ARGs came from? Because
dude, there was a lot of them.
Christ, man.
Dude,
That's the genesis of it.
My favorite was Shrek.exe.
Honestly, I like Sonic.exe too. Remember that shit where the guy in the cold and the police officers and shit like that?
Wait, what? Motherfucker, what?
You covered it. You covered it years ago. Sonic.exe too.
I did, but like, you don't expect me to remember that shit.
It had like agents and fucking cults and recordings of dead people. And...
Do you guys remember the creepypasta we did of the real Mario Brothers?
Oh yeah, the one
completely
where
unrelated, but
That was beautiful.
that one was great. That was where
Mario did a hit of acid.
Yeah, Luigi was Luigi like hyper religious and he just fucking left. Yeah, creepypasta.
It was I remember it perfectly. It's Mario did not like drinking, so he usually took hits of acid to feast the pain.
like how to explain mushrooms in the Mushroom Kingdom. Man, I don't know, fucking no acid.
Fucking hell are we reading, dude? What is wrong with us? You know,
these are not ideas. Nexpo, by the way, do not follow us.
Yeah, don't do. Actually, I refuse to believe these are great ideas that you're offering, Amara. I would love to turn these into the finest battle royale game in the future. Sonic.exe Royale, dude. It's gonna happen.
Oh, that'd be great. I'd play that.
You would not play. Admit it. What games are you playing now?
I'd do it.
Yeah, what games are you playing now? Tell us. Come on.
If it was a free to play, I'd.
What you wouldn't even download that shit if it wasn't free to play. You'd fuck you. You'd go on like Steam. You'd look at the early. You're the same guy like me. You go on Steam. You're like, yeah, fuck. I'm gonna try an early access game or a fucking free to play game. What do I have to lose but my valuable time? You go to Steam. You click on the free games, and you're just sitting there like, oh no. Oh no, it gets worse. Come on.
Well, you made a conscious decision to go get the free to play, man. What were you expecting?
No, you just say you're gonna go there. You're gonna find like the 100 battle royale games that exist, and you're gonna tell yourself, what Chinese malware do I want today?
I feel like that's an abusive relationship. It's like this time it's gonna be different.
This time
you'll go back.
You always have to have doubt.
You always have
to be the winner.
Okay, you give a benefit to the doubt. Okay, you say that, but like
maybe it's the next Fortnite. Maybe.
Do you play
It's
Fortnite?
trying real hard.
You
No.
play,
Get sued.
you
Hell
don't?
no.
Oh come on! You don't like that Fortnite?
I played Fortnite for 1 day, and then I was like, nah, I'm done.
Nah. Do you know that they have like Fortnite senpais you can hire?
Are you kidding?
I'm not. I swear to God, they have Fortnites. You guys don't know that?
That's a thing.
Oh shit!
Wait,
oh, hold on.
Senpai?
Yeah. Okay, so let me explain this. I was on stream one day, and someone told me that you can hire a senpai or like a fucking sensei. Sorry, not sensei. I got it fucked up. Okay, I culturally appropriated wrong.
Because
God,
why fucking work, right?
Man.
Why fucking work when you can teach kids to play fucking
No.
Fortnite, man?
Here's the thing. So you can go online and there's people who are charging $12 an hour Sometimes you can go up to like $20 an hour. Motherfucker, anybody charges above that, no. They basically put their Fortnite resumes online, right? Like here, I have this KD on Fortnite. I've won this. I've won this many maps.
I have this many victory royales.
Fortnite resume.
Yes, a Fortnite
qualification.
I'd have 7 chicken dinners.
I dropped at the Tilted Towers and got 10 kills.
Oh no!
All right, okay, hold on. I'm gonna link this to you guys. I'm gonna link this in the chat. Open that page and let's read together, okay? I don't know how much of this I have to censor for privacy issues, but we're gonna read that. This is from Gamer Sensei.
Unless this guy actually saved John Wick from the Tilted Tower.
No, open that up. Click that link and we'll read together.
Oh god!
Prevented the dog from dying.
23,000 kills.
Yo.
700 wins. I don't care for wins. Just better mechanical knowledge.
Dude, the third one.
Oh my god.
Bro, I'm
just a god.
Is this Sonic.exe?
Dude, I love the fact that he has like an Ed from Ed in any avatar. Like,
Oh,
just
and
adds to it.
apparently you can also get help with your math homework.
Okay, let me read this about section. Nobody fucking laugh, all right? I've been told I'm better than Tfue, Ninja, and Myth combined. I don't think it's true, but I'm a pretty nutty player with plenty of high kill games, 20 plus under my belt. I would love to train someone who really wants to become better player at the game. Playing safe does not make you great at the game. It gets you good, but not great. I want to teach players to play with their wits. Being smart and aggressive is the key to win any Fortnite scenario.
There's no there, Muda. Come on,
ladies.
Okay, well, guess what? I'm trying to fix it. now it's
clench your thighs.
Now it's great that you can see all the reviews are like top 5. These are like verified apparently. Now, if you look at the pricing for it, this is currently on sale. So if you want to get those hot dubs, boys and girls, you can hire. You can get a 5-hour lesson pack. You can get a 5-hour lessons pack for $60. This is a thing. You guys don't fucking believe me.
Oh, and by the way, he has extended availability on Friday.
Well, of course, okay. Come on. There's some guys who are dressed up in like a suit and everything, like Fortnite Sensei. I don't know why they had to put their League of Legends rank into this. That's crazy. But yeah, this is a thing. You guys didn't know that, but like you can actually hire people to train you on fucking Fortnite and get better. And this goes
I want to ask these guys 3 questions. Take 2 steps if you ever got a victory royale. Take 2 steps if your father loves you, and take 2 steps if your Minecraft girlfriend broke up with you.
Those are very specific situations. I'm refusing to find people that are taking all 6 steps.
He's gonna take all 6 steps.
Oh no!
I was gonna say earlier you said his 5-hour lesson pack is $60. That's actually $15 off. So it's actually regularly $75. So you're actually saving $15 if you buy today.
What a fucking deal. You say you want to get good at Fortnite. I'm giving you the people that will teach you.
You just fucking convinced me to get this, dude.
Now, the only thing you need is the 16 digits on your credit card.
No, the number on the back.
16 digits on your card.
This is
on the back.
Fucking expiration date. It's incredible, by the way. I'm looking at like the highest prices that people will go.
What's the highest price?
It's incredible that people will charge $40 an hour.
Yep.
And discount it to 30.
Seriously though, why? Like, what's the point of this? Like, what gratitude are you gonna get out of having these people do this shit for you? What's the point?
So you can get better at Hearthstone.
So you can get better at Hearthstone for that much money. No, I can go buy other shit for that. I can go buy a new game.
Dude, it's kind of like I kind of want to like end the podcast off by like sort of this weird sort of divergence. Now that we've covered this, it's like it you know how like popular YouTube and Twitch is, right? Like everyone wants to be a fucking content creator. This is like the reason people hire this shit is so that they can get better and then eventually turn to streaming and like expect that people will tune in just because they're really good at the game. That's honestly the reason why. I don't think paying some dude $500 for like 5 hours of lessons on Fortnite is gonna get you anywhere. Like
it's not. It's a waste.
It is.
It's a fucking waste.
It's a fucking waste. Dude.
Muda, it's like me and you sitting down and being like, "Wow, we're sitting in silver tier. We're probably gold tier Rainbow Six Siege players, but we want to be in that platinum."
Yeah, we're gonna hire some dude.
And you're just like, "All right, dude, $25 an hour. 1 week of this, and I will be god tier. I will be on phase.
You know this
You're not
site
gonna get on
also.
phase.
You know this site also reminds me of like those like celebrity sites where you can like fucking pay $30 to get like a shout out from your favorite celebrity. Like fucking Chris Tucker will give you a shout out for like $20 for like
Chris fucking Tucker.
Yeah, Chris Tucker, dude, one of the highest billed Hollywood actors. Now given the 20. I don't know if he does that though. Don't
Oh
take
hell
that
yeah!
for
I've seen
fact.
all of his 4 movies.
Dude,
movies.
he made more than 4 movies. Come
Wait,
on.
who's Chris Tucker?
He was from
Yeah, Rush Hour.
Friday. He was
Rush
from
Hour.
Friday.
Yeah. Kyle, shut up. You fucking know who he is. Get out of here. You're being an asshole. Chris Tucker's
legitimately
awesome.
can't put a face to the. I can't put a face to the name.
Did you watch Rush Hour?
In this decade, he's only been in 2 movies.
How many voiceover credits though? That's where it counts.
No, it doesn't. Shut up.
No, it doesn't. You're right.
How much does he ask for training?
On Fortnite,
Oh,
you know, we can
Yeah.
only
No, dude, on
only
acting.
expect. Motherfucker, you think I know, dude? Get out of here. But yeah, no, that was the.
Of course you do.
All the Fortnite lessons are on discount, dude. I might buy after this. I don't know about you guys. We could get pretty
Hey,
good.
dude, get that 15 bucks off.
Fuck that. I'm
Dude,
not gonna
make sure
hire
you
Ed
get-
from Ed and Eddie to help me. That's not fucking happening.
That'd be something if like you meet up in a lounge or whatever for fucking duos and he talks like that. Like it's legit his voice. It's
Yo.
the voice actor.
I feel like that
the guy
would be.
goes in like a fucking yakuza or a mobster. So
You know what I gotta do for a stream? You guys just gave me a fucking $1 million idea. Is I find the most pretentious dude on this site, and I invite him. Like I pay for a lesson, an hour of his time, and I'm just streaming the whole thing. And I'm just gonna play like a fucking tard, and I'm gonna see exactly
Oh my
what
God,
he says to me.
yes.
That would be
I mean,
a
it's-
god tier idea. Come on.
That would be
it's your
pretty-
money. So
That'd be very interesting. Just one session, $12.50. That's not that
Dude,
bad.
like $9 to train with like a major gaming league pro to see like how tilted they get on Fortnite. That would be the best, dude.
They just
Fucking
look at
insane.
you and they're like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, refund. I can't help."
Yo, to get your money back and do that at the same time? Fuck, that's a win.
How do I switch weapons? Oh man.
oh shit!
All right, look. I wanted to play the game, not look absolutely fucktarded.
Why can Metroid crawl?
God damn it. God damn it. So, today's been an interesting little thing. Last week we talked about, not last week, but last 2 weeks we talked about Apu from The Simpsons fucking basically being deleted.
What up? I swear to God, it's Apu.
It's
Not
Apu.
Apu.
Yeah.
It's Apu. I don't care. It's
You
Apu.
trigger me greatly.
It's Apu.
Okay.
Good job.
Okay.
Wake up, sheeple.
Okay, Moda.
Sheeple.
Moda Heart.
Yeah, go for it.
Moda.
It's not gonna trigger me. It's not
Dude,
gonna
mood
give
is
me.
woke. All right.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
I said, I'm pretty sure this dude's
All right.
name is Saddam.
Let me ask you. Fuck off. Let me ask you something real quickly. Who's the Indian guy here, Mark? Yeah,
Imaru.
yeah. Who's the Indian guy here? Come on, answer the
I don't
question.
know.
It's a
We
very
all know
straightforward
Amaru
question.
is the one who speaks clear Spanish.
Yeah.
You're Native
I am-
American. Shut up.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end this out of season podcast out early, ladies and gents. So I hope you enjoyed the following little discussions that we had. The looks into ARGs, the looks into creepy sides, a little reminiscing of Sonic.exe, which is fucking terrible. And
Yes.
me showcase. Thank you. All right. Thank you for agreeing. Thank you. And also me showcasing to these people the magical world of gaming senseis. And I don't know if this was some fucking advertisement for all of them. Again, I don't endorse you getting a gaming sensei. To me, that's pretty fucking stupid. Play the game, figure it out, do what you can. Yeah,
Enter
and
the promo code MUDAHARD for
Yeah.
your 25% discount.
hell yeah, hell yeah, 20%
Muda will
discount.
train
Dude.
you.
Enter code Keem for double. But that being said, if you oh shit, go ahead.
I'm gonna be by the way, before we end this, I'm gonna be making my own account on Gamer Sensei. So look up Nexpo and pay me $15 an hour for
If you
tips on I don't fucking know, but something.
if you
Gotta
do
figure
Play
it out.
Sonic.exe correctly.
if you do that,
Yeah, that.
if you do that, I will make that fucking profile of yours the thumbnail for this video.